Hey, how's it going? This is the Plant Man. Uh, I live in Germany, and I am transferring today some pomegranate cuttings. Now, I say the part that I live in Germany because a lot of people think you can't grow tropical fruit trees in cold climates, and let me tell you something: Germany gets freaking cold. Most of my plants I do grow indoors, and I do have quite a few plants that fruit. Uh, Including a fig tree that looks very beautiful. It's a brown turkey cultivar. Now, I'm gonna get started here, so let me put my gloves on and we're gonna jump right into it. First off, you should have already had some cuttings if you're gonna be transplanting them from a pomegranate tree, and if not, this is my first video that I decided to do, but I can do shortly another one growing them from seeds. Uh, so, yeah, let's start. Let me go ahead and get my gloves on here. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go over some of the stuff we need to do here to transplant these and into actual pots where they'll be growing, because right now they're sitting in a medium that works great for rooting pomegranate cuttings. The cuttings were green tip cuttings, most of them. They were not old wood. Now, the difference between that is an old wood cutting will look like bark. Okay, it'll look like an actual dark. It'll be an older color. Green cuttings, you can tell it's brand new growth. You want to take a cutting about probably just a few inches long, about so, maybe 6 inches, and chip away all the leaves. Just pinch all the leaves off except for maybe 4. Okay, just you want 4 leaves on the top. Then at the bottom, where the leaf is the strongest place where the hormones are going to be in a plant. What I did is I filled a pot here, a third of the way with aquarium stone. Now, I like aquarium stone because it's pretty clean, it's easy to use, and it's very easy to re-clean and re-sterilize if you want to. However, it's pretty cheap, so I would say just buy another bag. It's not worth the hassle. Anyway, use non-colored stuff, alright? Just use normal stuff, normal natural stone color. Fill your pot about 3/4 of the way with it. Then I want you to fill it almost all the way to the top with vermiculite. And this is good stuff. You should buy some of this. It's also not expensive. Then go ahead and fill the rest of the pot with stone again. Take a pencil or a scribe. Put a hole into where your vermiculite and stone is, and take your cutting, okay? And just with a budding knife or a very sharp knife, one that has been sterilized, okay? Easy sterilization procedure. Take a knife, wipe it with denatured alcohol or normal alcohol you buy in the store, rubbing alcohol, and then burn it with a lighter. If there's any black that ends up on it, do not wipe it off, okay? Then go ahead and, where the leaves used to be, just strip off just a little bit of the skin, okay? Then set them in the pot, pack it, fill the pot with water till it comes just over the stone, and then tip a little out. And in about a week and a half, you're gonna have something that looks like this, okay? So, check that out. For me, this is very cool, especially if you like plants. This is very cool, but great root growth. No hormones. You don't need it. You don't need any rooting hormone for this. Just the water alone will work. I personally, I like to use water mixed with a little bit of hydroponic root enhancer that helps build good roots. It has required nutrients in it that makes plants want to grow stronger roots, okay? That works. With fruit trees, do not use growth hormones, an actual rooting hormone. I mean, don't do that. Anyway, so we got our little guy right here. We're just going to set him right there for a minute. And now I'm going to show you something. And check it out. All right. So here we got a bag of Citrus potting soil. Now, Mediterranean potting soil or citrus, the biggest thing you want to do is you want to get a soil that has about a 5.5, the lowest of 5.8. Right around there is great for pomegranate trees. Anything you read on the internet, Wikipedia, all that's going to tell you the same. It's going to say in this range from like a 5.3 to 7.3 or 0.2 or what have you. Split the hair, go 5.8 if you can. Find a good soil. Now, this is a very good soil. It's very high in fertilizer and natural compost. However, it doesn't have any perlite. And pomegranate's like well-draining soil. Some people use sand, some people use stone. Nah, perlite. Perlite is what that's why when you buy expensive potted soil in the store and you open the bag, it looks like this. That's mixed with perlite right there. I hand mixed it. I filled. There is no specific measurements. So all of you looking for a specific recipe, you're not going to get one from me. You got to learn this. You got to do this by hand. Everything. If you love plants, if you love botany, everything is by hand. Everything is by eye until you get into other stuff where measurements are critical. However, this is really not. Okay. So, good rule of thumb. Fill a bucket about halfway, pail, okay, with how much soil you're going to need. And then just keep adding handfuls of perlite in and mixing it until it looks like the stuff that you buy out of the store. I mean, look at that. That's pretty good mixed right here. This will drain very good. In my experience, this is probably the best way it can look right here, okay? So this is well draining. Now, we're going to go ahead and pot this guy, okay? Boom. To give you an idea. All right, decent size, small, but decent size. Enough for good root growth. Fill it up. And boom. Oh yeah, real quick, just let me backtrack. Like I said, it's my first video, so don't hate me. The aquarium stone, if you're wondering how big, it's very small stuff. You can see that right there, very small. So, anyway. Done. Back this down a little bit. Not with your hand. Okay? Any stuffed crap like this, it's in there for fertilizer. However, for seedlings, you don't need it. Get rid of it. Or as in Germany, they say, weg damit. Now, Sharpie. Love Sharpies because I can write dates on my cups. And that's very important if you want to track growth rates and other things, or see generally how long it takes for something to get to a certain point, okay? Take the back end of the Sharpie, about halfway in, and you just want to wallow it a little bit. You want the roots to pass good in without being damaged. Then, this guy right here, sit him in. And surround them with soil. Now, when you water this, it's going to pack the earth down. So, don't freak out that your pot doesn't look too full. For this, it's perfect. So, Sharpie again, right? Today I think it's the 14th. So we're going to go 14.9 because it's September. And I'll put a V on this one to mark that this is the one I did in the video. Okay? And we'll see the growth rate, how it is here in a few more weeks. I'll do another video. Probably I'll do another one also on pomegranate seeds and show you a super cool technique for getting them to germinate, even when you think you can't. Okay? Please leave comments. I want to do more videos. I'm doing this with my cell phone right now. I'm sorry. I'll get a pad or get a GoPro or something, but this is all I got right now, okay? I'm sorry. Anyway, so I'll check back here in about a week and a half or so, and we'll see how big this little guy is. But until next time, signing off. Have a great one.